terrorism are if you have more than 7 days of food in your basement, if you have weatherized ammunition in your house, multiple guns in your house, if you are found by a store owner to want to pay in cash, if you have stains on your clothes, change the color of your hair, missing fingers, these are all potential characteristics of terrorism. And so I really would like to have a jury trial if someone's going to accuse half the country of terrorism.
Well, Senator, I feel the same way you do about Homeland Security going overboard with that definition. But when I talk to people like the former prosecutor Andy McCarthy and say, what about this? He says, well, they have the ability to put an American citizen, into that category of terrorist, but we've used it, I think, once in the last decade for a reason, but we needed to use it in that reason. How much latitude should we give, or do we tie our own hands, to argue the other side of this, do we tie our own hands when we say, if an American citizen like a Jose Padilla or a Johnny Walker Lind, or some of these who've gone to the point of going to a foreign country, training as a terrorist, with the intent to come back and do harm in the United States, and they haven't yet blown up the bomb or killed the people, but we put them on trial for that they get a civilian trial. Hasn't this country always reserved the right to take people who've become, who've acted against the government itself? They become Benedict Arnolds, who was also a member of the American military and wasn't an American.
Well, I think we should always try people for treason. We haven't done that in quite a while, and I think trying people for treason is a good idea. We're really talking about apples and oranges in the sense that we're not talking about people on a battlefield in Afghanistan. I don't think you try them by a jury. I'm talking about people in the United States. And the problem is the people who want to have no trial by jury or limitations on trial by jury, they tell us that the battlefield is everywhere now, including America, and they tell us the battle will be without limit. So they want to regulate and limit the trial by jury forever. My problem is that we have all these programs now that have loose definitions of what a terrorist is. We have something called fusion centers that are supposed to gather information on Americans, and they put out a document in Missouri that said that people who want to vote for a third-party candidate should be reported as a potential terrorist, people who believe in tougher immigration laws, and people who are pro-life activists and have pro-life bumper stickers. All of these people were potential terrorists. It really concerns me that if that's what is leading up to the description of terrorism, that we'd really want to have the right to trial by jury before we start throwing people in prison, maybe in a foreign country, extraditing them to a foreign prison or putting them in Guantanamo Bay. We can convict people. We convicted 2 terrorists from my hometown in Bowling Green, Kentucky. We just gave them life in prison. I really don't think there's going to be a real problem with convicting people in our country. The problem, though, is having the definition of terrorism become so loose that people who are opponents of government are not being given a trial by jury.
Understood. Senator Paul, one last thing. I just saw minutes ago that the United Nations has just upgraded the status of the Palestinians from permanent observer to non-member observer state, so they've enhanced their prestige in the world. Can you give me your view of whether that's appropriate or significant to us?
I'm not sure what to make of it. I do think that ultimately peace, most of the folks in Israel have said peace is going to be a 2-state solution, but it's going to have to involve Israel. Israel's going to have to make and figure out the peace with the Palestinians.
Senator, they're giving me the hook.
I don't think it's going to happen in the UN.
Senator, you're the best guy, but your staff has given me the hook. I got to let you go, but thank you so much for your time.
All right, thank you.
Senator Rand Paul with us. You're listening to The Lars Larson Show. Portland's best traffic is right here from Jim Ryan on FM News 101.
Yeah, we're starting to see some thickening both directions. I-205 at Powell, also 217 south at Greenberg, really starting to pick up. A lot more activity in I-5 out of town as well. Traffic is a service of Interstate Batteries. Interstate Batteries are preferred 5-to-1 by auto technicians, so choose the car battery that experts choose. Find your local dealer at interstatebatteries.com. By the way, here at KXL, we love traffic and news tips. If you see something, make sure to say something. Give us a holler, 877-7884-KXL. Now let's take a look at Portland's most weather 24/7.
skies and temperatures in the low 50s. Still more showers at times at least, and then back to rain for tomorrow. I'm KGW News Channel 8 meteorologist Nick Allard for FM News 101.
You know there's a great way to make decisions. Just find good information and then make the decision based on that information. I'll bet at some point, if you've collected jewelry or coins or gold or silver, there's a time you want to sell. Maybe you figured out that the price has reached a peak that you want to sell at, or maybe you need the cash more than you need those gold coins or silver jewelry. I'll tell you what, I want you to go by and see Liberty Coin and Currency. They've been in business for 16 years in this area. They're a local family company. They've run so successfully in Vancouver that now they've opened a second store right here in Portland at 8555 Southwest Canyon Road. That's only 5 minutes from downtown. And the reason they've grown, they've done great work. And the way they work is this. They tell you exactly what they're buying gold, silver, and everything else for. They tell you exactly what they're selling the very same for. They put it on a sheet. It's right there in front of you when you walk into their store. And if you walk in with a handful of valuables, they'll tell you what they're worth. No obligation, no fee. You can walk right out the door with the information, but they know that if they deal with you honestly, you'll want to do business with them. Right now, gold prices are at record levels. Might be a smart time to stop by and talk to Liberty Coin and Currency. Check them out online or at their new store, 8555 Southwest Canyon Road. Liberty Coin and Currency.
Determine whether your loan is owned by either Freddie Mac or Fannie Mae by checking the following websites: FreddieMac.com/MyMortgage or FannieMae.com/LoanLookup. Loans made pursuant to State of Oregon Department of Consumer and Business Services license number ML3547 NMLS 6606. Equal housing lender.
I'm a responsible homeowner. I love my home and I pay my mortgage on time. Just because I'm upside down on my home, why can't I refinance and take advantage of today's low rates?
Now you can. I'm Rick Arviello, president of New American Funding. If your mortgage is owned or guaranteed by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac, which we can tell you, you may be eligible to refinance your mortgage under the expanded provisions of HARP. We're doing tons of these and saving homeowners thousands. No matter how upside down you are, no equity and no appraisal required. This is a true refinance into today's historic low rates designed to help responsible homeowners.
Call New American Funding at 800-319-6182. That's 800-319-6182. 800-319-6182.
Wow, I have an amazing deal to tell you about today. It's from RedEnvelope.com, and it's going to make holiday shopping so easy. You're going to definitely want to hear this. For a limited time, practically everything at RedEnvelope.com is 25% off when you use this promo code 3333. Now, if you haven't heard, Red Envelope offers hundreds of unique, thoughtful gifts, like one-of-a-kind jewelry, electronics, even cashmere. Oh, it's incredible. Now, I do all my holiday shopping at Red Envelope because there's something wonderful for everyone on my list, from my best friend to mom and dad to my adorable little niece. It really makes me so happy to hear all the oohs and ahs when they open something that they really love. Plus, Red Envelope is giving all radio listeners 25% off practically everything, including hundreds of fabulous new gift items for this year. 25% off. That's a huge discount. But you gotta hurry because this incredible deal ends this Friday at midnight. The only way to get 25% off is to go to redenvelope.com and enter the promo code 3333 at checkout. That's redenvelope.com, promo code 3333.
Hello, I'm Pat O'Day, a guy set free from a nasty cocaine and alcohol habit in just 10 days by Chick-fil-A Hospital. They simply are the best. They've developed a way to stop the habit and set you free in just 10 days, and that's the truth. Here's Kaylee, a former patient from about 4 years ago who tried every other way to quit.
I'm Kaylee. Many just like me hurt their families, careers, their lives because of alcohol or other drugs. Folks think there's no way to quickly end their use. I heard your commercials, tried the many ways to quit before finally calling Chick. In just 10 days, the cravings and habits were gone forever. I can't believe how easy it was. I had my laptop, TV, visitors. It was just a comfortable, life-changing experience that set me free to be my best. So, Pat, please keep telling everyone to call today.
Thanks, Kaylee. We love you and all the precious men and women that come our way. Highest success rate in the nation at Chick-fil-A. Call 800-CRAVING or online at chickshadle.com. Thanks, Kaylee, and we thank you for listening.
The nasty weather is here. Save now on everything you need to see clear, run strong, and stay safe. Stop slips, sticking, and leaks with Lucas Transmission Fix. Just $11.99. Check BaxterAutoParts.com for the store near you.
Open up your Clip app now for a great PDX 50 deal. $50 of ink or toner refills for your office or home. Go to PDX50.com for more details. Deeply discounted deals to use at local businesses. PDX50.com.